when you read this, read word by word, any paragraph, any newspaper ho, kuch bhi ho, and this takes only 25 seconds to 30 seconds. बस उतना उससे ज़्यादा नहीं लेता. And don't worry about it. After that, leave it. But when you read loud, जैसे हम बाथरूम में गाना गाते हैं, हमारा हमारा ही आवाज सुन के हमको अच्छा मजा आता है. We think that we can sing better than even Arjit Singh and Kishore Kumar. Our voice sounds good. Similarly, when you are reading loud, you will feel, you will enjoy it. You get that feeling that you are speaking. And
Okay. How are you?
yeah, now it's fine.
Okay. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Very good evening to you. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good.
How was the day so far?
It was good. It was awesome.
Awesome.
What about you?
It was okay. Not very awesome, but I'm in Chennai and the weather is exceptionally good. It's like hill station weather here. Very
Okay.
strange. The weather is changing all over, and here it is
Yeah,
very plus.
a- actually, south side is weather is always awesome. Like
Yeah, it is.
Mumbai and Bengaluru, Kerala.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so basically, I live in Delhi,
yeah.
and here there are much pollution, and so during the Deepavali, it pollution was increased
Was very
by
high. Pollution
yeah,
was very high.
it was very high. Yeah.
So we read about it in paper and saw it in the TV. And
Mm.
central government blaming Delhi government blaming central government, somebody blaming Punjab blaming UP. So we don't look for
Uh,
solutions.
Here there are two problems. First, government, Delhi government, uh, Delhi government is unable to control this kind of the situation. Not I'm talking about the Aam Aadmi Party. I am talking about the all the party. If you see the previous means last 5 year,
Yeah,
Delhi pollution always usually goes high every Deepavali. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
and so we cannot blame any party. We should know, we people should know about to not to use firecracker. Okay, second thing, yes, it is also responsible means Punjab state, because during this time Punjab farmer usually burn the corpse.
Stub,
Okay,
yeah, stubbles. They burn the
stubble.
stubble burning. Yeah,
Yes, so there are many things, so that's why. But government should take the correct action, because we if they are blaming to each other, it cannot work. It cannot be controlled by anyone. Okay,
yeah.
so definitely, but but here there are a lot of population, because people uh, come from different state to get job or do business. That's why, and
No,
they not
the fact,
yeah net, hmm
the fact is that the most important people of the country live in Delhi, right from
right.
president to prime minister to all the central ministers, the chief of the army, navy, air force, BSF, CRPF, railways, you name any department, all the secretaries, all the babus, everyone, big people, and they are the
Mhm.
decision makers. If they cannot get together and sit on a conference table and decide what the country needs, we are asking for some kind of a problem. We are we are stretching the democratic requirements too far. So
Mm.
somebody has to take a strong step and make a decision. Well, anyway,
R-
we will leave it to them. But unfortunately, it is our children who are suffering most because their lungs can get affected with this kind of bad pollution. And
right,
if
right.
and the children at a young age, if it is affected, then it can manifest. It can become a problem much later in life. It may not
Hmm.
manifest immediately at the age of 7 and 8 with continuous pollution like this into the lungs. Little later it can manifest into a serious problem. So let us leave
Right,
it to the party people, politicians, bureaucrats, and the responsible people. I'm sure they should find some solution to all this.
right. I wish also.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Because
Which,
I have been living in Delhi since 2002.
which part of Delhi are you living in?
Jahangirpuri.
Jahangirpuri. Okay.
Right.
That is an industrial area? No.
Not industrial area, but yes, few industry is here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, few industry are here.
I have also lived in Delhi for a very long time. I have lived. I'm now right now. I'm in Chennai, but I was on a government job, so I was in Delhi, and I have lived in very close to India Gate.
Mm-hmm.
So that place is much better because there is more openness is there. There is more, the
Mm-hmm.
grounds are, the India Gate lawns are
India
very
is
big.
India Gate is a literally awesome because there are huge fields where you
Yeah,
can walk and you can get the nature, but everywhere you cannot find
yeah, correct,
in Delhi. So that's
correct,
why.
correct. Even the roads are much better there in that area. There are less number of shops, less number of. Anyway, we were lucky to live in that Copernicus mark, which
Yes,
was very good.
Delhi is Delhi is being uh, developed by government. It is true, but yes, they need to work very hard
Yeah.
and sort out like this kind of the issue because we face again next year also.
Yeah, and people, like you were saying, the people have to, on their own, voluntarily stop burning crackers, and they should cooperate with the government. They should set an example them, and then of course the stubble burning is a very serious issue, which the government must come hard on the people and say, no, sorry, we are not permitting this. We will not allow this to happen.
But
And so,
I think Supreme Court banned firecracker.
but we have seen no the effect of Supreme Court. It has to be
No,
implemented by the government. Supreme Court can only give an order, and they will give an impartial, neutral order. But the implementation has to be done by the people and by the law enforcing authorities. So that is where the problem comes. If the government and the law enforcing authorities are also in league with the whole problem, then they will not do anything. Supreme
right,
Court can
right.
only give orders. Supreme Court can only give orders. They cannot.
Okay,
They don't have a mechanism to enforce. They can arrest these people and put them in the jail to make a point, but beyond that, they can't do anything.
okay. I got it.
Yeah, that
No,
is also.
I was thinking that Supreme Court order means it was uh, it was followed by Delhi police or like central police very strictly, but it
When
was not
Supreme
done.
Actually, how it
Mm-hmm.
happens is when Supreme Court has given an order, let's say
Mm-hmm.
they say you can burn crackers only between 6:30 and 8:30. Suppose they say. Now
Okay,
at 8:45 somebody burns, the police have to come and catch them and take some action, either fine them or put them take them to the police station, inconvenience them, and then that message should go to everybody saying that police is on the rounds and they will catch you. See, that seriousness has to come from the police then. But police
right.
क्या करते हैं? Police is also in a democracy. Police also is a part of the ruling government, and the ruling
Mm-hmm.
government will make sure that police does not do anything which will make them unpopular.
Yeah,
So this goes
you
on
are
like that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
think you
what
had
do you?
been you had
Yeah,
you had been working here for a long time, right?
I was in the Air Force. I was in the.
You have good experience about Delhi.
Yeah, not Delhi. Every city, every metro, the problem
Hmm.
is the same. You know.
I like Bengaluru weather environment also. I know that in Bengaluru there are very crowd, but weather is awesome. There my
Abs-
some relative live in Bengaluru.
yeah. You belong to Delhi. Where were you before 2002?
No, actually, I belong to Bihar, and
Okay.
my birthplace is Jharkhand. But unfortunately, that state was divided in two parts, Jharkhand and Bihar. So basically, I belong to Bihar.
Okay. All right. So today our subject is childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you
So
like to talk about what do you like to talk about childhood? Anyway, first let me compliment you. Jitendra, you are speaking very well. You are able to articulate, you are able to communicate. See, the whole purpose of speaking is to communicate. And when we are able to speak with confidence, with a smile on our face, then that means things are good. Now, of course,
thank you.
there are some small grammar mistakes here and there, which will all go off when you continuously practice speaking in English. That's what I
Uh,
can say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, basically, I usually face problem for grammatical mistake or when I speak very fast. So I face a lot of grammatical mistake and pronunciation error also. So basically, I am working as well as a student also. So, but basically, when I talk to US and UK client, so I don't understand 100% when I talk to him or them. Okay, so that's why I try to learn more and more.
Yeah. No, one of the things is that, every word must be pronounced correctly.
Okay.
When you said pronunciation, that itself is not correctly said. You say pronunciation. You have to say pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Okay.
Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Nounci. Okay.
Pronunciation. Like nation.
Pronunciation. Okay.
Pronunciation. So similarly, I'll tell you. You say government.
Government.
Correct. Government. Because that in long these long words have two parts. One first part and the second part. Usually the second part will be mentation, something like that. So when you say adventure, you have to say adventure. That stress must come on the first word. Adventure. And
Okay.
add
Advent.
and the second word we venture. Adventure.
Okay.
Adventure.
Okay. Adventure. Actually, means I did same mistake last class with another teacher, and
It's not a
I
mistake.
told
It's,
I
it's not a
spoke.
it's not a mistake. It's only a habit. See, we are not
Okay.
used to speaking like all these big words, long words. Conversation. It has got two parts: conver and sation. So see that has to be strong and sation say has to be strong. Yes, conversation. So you split it into two instead of saying it as one word. Pronunciation.
Okay.
Infrastructure. Don't say infrastructure. You say infrastructure, development, government. You understand?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you split it into two and give a stress on some of the word. Then you will not miss the spelling. You will not miss the some parts of the word.
Yeah. Yeah. I am focusing on pronunciation because
Yeah,
last time I did same thing. I spoke advertisement. So ma'am told me that it's not advertisement, it's advertisement. Like,
advertisement.
yeah, right. So it's very difficult when I
No, that's
speak
that.
to,
I'll tell you
yeah.
that there are two types of pronunciation. One is an English pronunciation. That is
Mm,
what how the Britishers pronounce. That's the right way because this language belongs to them. Like
mm,
if I am a South Indian, if I speak Hindi, whichever way I speak, it will not be as good as your Hindi because you are from the Hindi belt and your mother tongue is Hindi. Whereas I have learned
correct.
Hindi in a different way. So don't worry about it. Don't think that you can ever speak like an Englishman. You can never speak like an Englishman. I can never speak like an no. Even the teacher who told me advertisement cannot
Mm-hmm.
talk like an English person. But we should try and speak correctly. And there's something known as native English. We speak native English, which Britishers also understand. They also understand. They know they are speaking
Okay,
to an Indian. They're not speaking to a European. So they have to
got
understand us,
got
and
it.
and our mother tongue influence will always be there. I am a Malayali, so Malayalam influence will always be there on my English. You are a Bihar, you are from Bihar. That Hindi or a Bhojpuri or whatever that language local there, that influence you cannot remove it. That is part, just like it's a mother tongue, and we should be proud of it. But
Mm-hmm.
we should make an effort to speak. The best way of getting your diction. See, diction means the way you speak. The way you speak is sometimes when people talk, we can't make out what they are saying. You just can't make out. You know, it is somewhere. Father ने कहा थोड़ा ढीला ढीला हो गया. So you can't make out exactly. ये भी नहीं बोल सकते कि उनका अंग्रेजी ठीक है, उनको बोलने का ढंग ठीक नहीं. But कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, कहीं spelling mistake है. So what I tell people is, एक paragraph daily read loud. One paragraph only. Like I'll tell you,
Okay.
for example, I just take out a book and read. I'm taking out any English text. I've taken a book. A great trainer, teacher, and an even greater man, Nandan gets the vote for his heart, intensity, focus, resilience, and sportsmanship. He has turned many players into winners and continues to serve his mission under the Nandan Bal Tennis Academy, where he provides competitive tennis coaching and consultancy. His love for tennis is palpable, and his work speaks for himself. Now, what I'm doing is I'm talking loud. I'm reading it loud and I'm reading word by word. Generally, क्या होता है when because we are already reading,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we read one sentence, three words at a time. Suppose if I ask you what is your name, tell me in full sentence my name, whatever you say. What is your name? You tell me.
My name is Jitendra.
So my name is not one word.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Yeah, there
My
are.
my
Uh-huh.
name is Jitendra Kumar. If you say my name is not one word. Which is what is
Yeah,
this word? My name is.
yeah, yeah. There are three words.
Where do I live? I live in is not one word. I live in Delhi. You got the point.
Okay.
So
Okay.
हम थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी में fast बोल देते हैं. So instead of that, when you read this, read word by word any paragraph, any newspaper हो कुछ भी हो, and this takes only 25 seconds to 30 seconds. बस उतना उससे ज्यादा नहीं लेता. And don't worry about it. After that, leave it. But when you read loud, जैसे हम बाथरूम में गाना गाते हैं, हमारा हमारा ही आवाज सुन के हमको अच्छा मजा आता है. We think that we can sing better than even Arjit Singh and Kishore Kumar. Our voice sounds good. Similarly, when you are reading loud, you will feel, you will enjoy it. You get that feeling that you are speaking. And कोई जल्दीबाजी नहीं करना, आराम से पढ़ो. Like I showed you. I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
See, आराम से. And take any. I start my day by asking myself what I can do today to become the best tennis player I can be, and to analyze at the end of the day whether I did everything possible to become the best tennis player I could be. Only those who have tasted the bitterness of defeat time after time and persisted will savor the sweetness of victory. Slowly, आराम से, word by word पढ़ो, then आपका अंग्रेजी बोलने का ढंग ठीक हो जाएगा. इसमें और एक बेनिफिट है. Sometimes you get a good word when you are reading any paragraph, because every day कोई पैराग्राफ पढ़ रहा है आप, same,
Yep.
don't read the same paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
वो वर्ड को नोट करो. Like there
Okay.
was a word called resilience. Now I don't know what is resilience. I'll note it down.
Mm-hmm.
बाद में जब भी टाइम मिलेगा मैं गूगल करके देखूंगा what is resilience. ये सेंटेंस में कैसे यूज होगा. And that day only I will use. I will say I want to practice resilience. You know, then that word becomes part of your vocabulary. जब
Okay.
आप यूज करोगे तभी वो आपका वोकेबुलरी में आएगा. अगर नहीं तो आपको तो बहुत सारे वर्ड्स पता है. बट इफ आई आस्क यू ए वर्ड, TRUST,
Can you repeat again? T-E?
TRUST,
Trust. Trust.
when did you use this word last?
Uh, I think
याद नहीं है यार. हाँ.
I have not forget.
तो क्या
Uh,
होता है, सपोज यू वांट टू टेल मी सर आई ट्रस्ट यू व्हाट यू आर ट्रस्ट यू फॉर व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, दैट वर्ड ट्रस्ट
mm-hmm.
विल नॉट कम. आएगा नहीं.
Okay.
आपको पता तो है ट्रस्ट, बिकॉज यू टोल्ड मी ट्रस्ट, मगर
Mm-hmm.
आएगा नहीं बिकॉज वो शेल्फ में पीछे चले गया. नाउ इट्स टेकिंग टाइम टू ट्रैवल व्हेन यू वांट द वर्ड. तो अगर जब जब तक आप यूज नहीं करोगे रेगुलरली, दैट वर्ड विल
Mm-hmm.
नॉट कम. सो आई एम सेइंग दैट व्हेनेवर यू वांट, यू सेलेक्ट 5 वर्ड्स इन अ मंथ. अच्छा सा
Okay.
वर्ड चुन लो, अच्छा सा वर्ड चुन लो, 5 वर्ड्स.
Mm-hmm.
ग्रेशियस, एक्सेलेंस, रेसिलियंस, पैशनेट, कुछ अच्छा पॉजिटिव वर्ड्स. एंड
Okay.
उसका उसका सेंटेंस में डेली यूज करो. सर आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट
My work.
my work. I am passionate about it. But use
Okay.
it. Normally हम use नहीं करते. I love my work बोल देगा. I like my
Okay.
work. I love my work. I am happy with my work. I am passionate with my work. So tomorrow when you go for an interview, say, sir, I am very passionate about my work, irrespective of where I work. That बड़ा impact होता है.
Okay.
5 words in a month, 6 months, 6 into 5, 30 words. That will become Jitendra Kumar's best words. And वो use करते रहो, people say, ये कहाँ से है, बड़ा अच्छा सर, अच्छा बोलता है.
Yeah, I got it, sir. Got it. It's a very means I have done a lot of things in my life.
Yeah,
Whatever technical skill I will complete within a 3 month.
yeah.
But I think that English is very tough for them compared to all of them. Means I am talking the study or anything like this. Okay.
Actually, it is not. It's not very tough, but you are already speaking well. I gave you a compliment at the beginning of the session. You are
Mm-hmm.
speaking well. Now you can only make it better. To make
Yes.
it
Yes.
better, I gave you 2 tips. One is to read one paragraph a day, and सब इसमें कोई cost involved नहीं है, कोई extra effort involved नहीं, 25 सेकंड का है. And second one is, which I told you, select 5 words. एक महीने में 5 words. Don't even do it this month. Next month, दिसंबर में 5 words चुन लो आप, and वो
Mm-hmm.
regularly use करना. Suppose there is a word called optimistic. Have you heard?
Listen, but I don't know the what the
Yeah,
meaning.
optimistic is there is a word. Actual word is optimism, and the person who follows optimism is
Optimize.
optimistic.
Okay.
No, optimize is different. Optimistic is someone who is very positive and hopeful.
Okay.
I am very optimistic that my brother will be a very good hockey player in 2025. I am very optimistic that my school will be declared the best school this year. I am very optimistic that my organization will make huge profits this year. I am very optimistic. I am very optimistic that the trains will run on time. Now you
Okay.
use this, and then that becomes one of the words that you can use. It's a very good word. Because
Mm-hmm.
suppose somebody asks you, hey, what do you think? Where do you think India is heading? So you say, I am very optimistic that India will be a superpower.
Okay, got it.
That optimism, उसका दूसरा कोई word नहीं है which can describe, which can replace it. That is the thing.
Hmm. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I actually I love your teaching skill.
I'm just I love to share whatever I have learned because I was in the Indian Air Force, and I lived for
Wow.
35 years in the Air Force. I retired as a fairly senior officer as an air commodore. And when we were young officers, we used to be taught by our seniors how to talk, how to communicate, because they said you have to give orders, you have to talk to your teammates regularly, every day you have to interact with them. So your speaking skills should be good. So we picked up from them. So I now try to pass that on to everybody whom I can help. It went through this forum. That's what I do.
Okay, so in means Indian force, English is very important, or
That's the
like
working. That is the usually the working language in Air Force because most of the things are technical terms. Aircraft parts are all in technical terms. Aircraft flying, when we want to turn left, we don't say हमको बाएं मुड़ना है. हम say turning left now. No, that's a transmission that you do.
okay,
Climbing, uh,
okay,
descending to 10,000 feet. You can't say 10,000 feet में मैं आ रहा हूँ. पूरा पूरा sentence में नहीं बोल सकते. हमारा already that radio transmission technology we are like that. It's like that. So we
yes.
speak.
Hmm.
आर्मी में नहीं, आर्मी में हिंदी में बोलते हैं, नेवी में इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी, बट एयरफोर्स इज मोस्टली इंग्लिश.
Yes, Air Force. Yeah, normally I saw in movie. They are using in English word always. Well,
Yeah,
not
because
more, but yes, they are
no,
using.
even civil airlines when they transmit, when they come to Delhi, they say the pilot will reporting crossed Agra, reporting to you 15 minutes from uh, you. So they'll say, okay, continue to descend, call at 7,000 feet, and then when he reaches 7,000 feet, say, so they have a call saying Victor X-ray Oscar or something. Victor X-ray Oscar reporting 7,000 feet, 3 minutes from you. They say continue to descend 2,000. So all transmissions are in English.
You enjoyed a lot in army. You
I
have
loved.
enjoyed.
I loved. If they can take, I'm 73 years now. If they can take me back, I'm willing to join again.
Oh wow. Actually, I wanted, but you know that everyone cannot join the
Yeah,
Indian army.
yeah, that's
So
okay.
maybe health, height and many things
It's not that.
physically problem.
It's not that. The good people are required in every field. Where what you are doing is also a great service. We are all patriots. We are all doing for ourselves and also for the country, and that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. If you get a job in the army, is good. If you get it in air force, is good. If you get it in railways, it is good. If you get it as a software engineer, sub ठीक है.
Actually, I have watching the lot of movies since my childhood,
I
so
have
that's
been.
why.
I
Okay,
have.
I have
Yeah,
been sorry,
I have been. I have.
I have been watching lots of movie about Indian means you know that Deshbhakti is movie like so since my childhood, so that's why I loved a lot.
Yeah,
And I respect also not I uh, we all means my
yeah,
family also respect a lot Indian army.
yeah. Yeah, because they are doing a very good service, very good
Yes.
sacrifice. They are not with their family during Diwali, during Onam, during Christmas, during New Year. Their children don't get to see their papa most of the year.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and every day you go to sleep praying that my papa should be safe and he should come home on holiday. Everybody prays. And some,
They spend whole life means whole
yeah,
life on border. So
yeah, so people should be grateful. As a nation, we should be grateful. Any nation that is not grateful to its soldiers is doomed to suffer. Someday,
yeah,
the soldiers will stop joining. There will be no one to join your military, and then there'll be life will be terrible. So we should all. I mean, that is one profession. I'm saying, of course, for every profession it is good, but this
hmm
is a risky life-threatening position.
yeah. I know I know well because because I see a lot of armies my uncle and I got lot of information about how they are survive. They have survived that on border.
Yeah, it's
They
very
told me
risky, very risky,
that
very
that's
risky
very
guy.
risky. Yeah,
Very risky.
they told me that he visited to the forest and many things how to face the issue. They did not have a much food and how to means
Food is a
round
food.
it.
Food is a luxury. Food is a luxury. Water is the must. Food is a luxury. If you have water, you should be happy. As a soldier, one looks after the water bottle. उसमें जितना पानी है, उसी से सर्व. अच्छा, we are in the last minute of our program. We are already 28 minutes. It was a
Wow.
wonder. We
Okay.
didn't even know how time passed. I wanted to talk about childhood, but anyway, it did not happen. It was
Yeah.
wonderful interacting with you, and I hope you enjoyed the session also. And
Uh,
your English is good. You keep practicing. Take some tips which I gave you. Please try and see if you can implement them in your life, and you will do very well. No problem about English.
Thank you. I have not realized that my time is over. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
yeah.
I
Because
will
this
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
it
Tell me.
auto cut off होता है इसमें. That is why
I,
suddenly it will cut off. हाँ,
अच्छा, अच्छा.
हाँ.
I will definitely I will join again.